Late night. It's your boy Mac Mean, true story. All stories ain't true, but this one is, man. Today we're gonna talk about why people hate Paid in Full movie, Ronald Timmons and Henry Bolden, aka Rondu and Ace, man. We're gonna get with the program today. Now, before I even get into this, let me wipe this camera first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a disclaimer, man. Because a lot of times when I do these stories, man, people, they get mad and like, why you talking about this stuff? I ain't celebrating no killers. I'm not celebrating this lifestyle or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all the third side of the story. Because they say there's three sides of the story. Your side, they side, and the truth. I don't know who's gonna be up late night, but this is the best time to do lives like this. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, this ain't to glorify, the underworld or the killers that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't to do none of that. It's just to explain certain things. All right. And the reason why I felt like I wanted to talk about this again is because I got another letter from Ace, right? Found out Rondu had COVID, he beat the COVID and stuff like that a while ago, whatever. Dude just updating me on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So they hate me talking about this, but it is what it is, right? First and foremost, let me let y'all, the people that don't know who Ronald Timmons and Ace is, back in the days, there was these cats, right? There was this cat named Willie Bossett, and then there was Ronald Timmons. Now, Ronald Timmons, that's who they call Ace. Ironically, I said this before, in the movie, the dude AZ, they changed his name to Ace. But the real dude that shot AZ, you know what I'm saying, and the rest of the people that was in the crib that day, name was Ace. That's what they call him. So Ronald Timmons is Ace, right? Now, in order for you to understand this, you know what I'm saying, and why they hate people, you know what I'm saying, these brothers or whatever, it's because the nature of the case that happened. Y'all remember from the movies, you know what I'm saying, when old boy was going up to the Bronx and going to get his work or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, he got ambushed. They said it was by the kid Calvin or whatever. Calvin, this is just to update y'all. I know I talked about some of this stuff before, but right, Calvin, real name was Kevin Smith, I think. Right now, Kevin Smith was AZ's sister's boyfriend. All right, now he going back and forth to the Bronx, and he telling Ace and Dude, you know what I'm saying, what these cats is getting, whatever. I guess they schemed on him, you know what I mean, and they ran down in the crib and got him. Unfortunately, there was a girl that was there. She was like 13 years old. Her name was Lynette, 12 or 13 years old, right? And she got shot in the process. They killed AZ, you know what I'm saying? Some of his family members. It was 6 people in the crib. All 6 got shot. 3 of them survived. So that was AZ. There was a dude in there. It was a mailman, and it was a young girl named Lynette, who's older now, right? Now, they don't tell you that she was a little ass girl when she was in there, because they normally talk about what dudes did. They don't tell you about the other side. They don't tell you about, not to say that it's justified of what happened. I'm just saying lately, a lot of these old dope dealers coming out the woodworks, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about. The day that they read Ace and them verdict, I remember the day that they went to court and shit, right? And every time they used to put that video on, that mob style video, Rondu used to wild the fuck out. Used to wild out, right? But I remember the day that they went to court, right? Right before they blew trial, they offered them 17 and a half to 35. Ace didn't want to take that time because Ace felt like he could beat the case. I know because I was in the cell right next to Ace. Ace ran the store. When Ace wasn't there, I was running the store. When Ace eventually left, I took over that whole store, right? So I knew a lot of shit that I can't talk about, like the inside shit. I'll just tell you one thing, right? These niggas been robbing motherfuckers since the 70s. They've been kicking door. See, the way they got famous, like I was saying, was Willie Bossett and Ronald Timmons and his brother. They called his brother Twin. So everybody think that Ace is twin. Twin is Ace's brother, who is a twin. So it was those Timmons twins and Willie Bossett that got the laws fucked up back in the days. Why? Because they was running up in people's cribs. They said they was running up in old ass ladies' cribs, you know what I'm saying, robbing them, tying them up, you know what I mean, taking they savings or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And in the process of doing that, which is some old Bronx shit, they killed a couple of people. Now, they were so young that they lifted the basically you could get charged as an adult even though you 15, 16 years old. So they made it like the age from 16 to 18, I think, to be adolescents, to be able to be charged as adults and juveniles. So that's where they come in. They normally just talk about Willie Bossett, but it was Ronald Timmons and his brother Twin, you know what I'm saying, that really caused that with Willie Bossett. And there was one more cat. His name was Darryl Cabey. You know what I'm saying? Darryl Cabey, if y'all remember the Bernard Getz case, when Bernard Getz shot a couple of black dudes back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that got paralyzed and sued and all that, you know what I'm saying? Now, the reason how I know about him is because his brother, Kevin Cabey, he's a Muslim brother. He was doing time with us at that time. He was actually in the block with me when I was there with Rondu and Ace. That's where I met him. You know what I'm saying? So they offered him 17 and a half, 35. You got to figure at that time, they got locked up at 87. They came back down on a appeal in 91. So they stayed up 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Boom, come back down to fight their case. They stayed there for they left in 90, I'm going to say the end of 94 probably, because we all was at HDM. I remember when they blew trial too. That day when they came back from trial, they didn't take the offer, needless to say, you know what I'm saying? They probably would have almost been about ready to come home because, like I said, 87, 89, you think about 87, 97, 2007, 2017, they would have been, you know what I'm saying? They would have been about free right now, just like a lot of other OGs, you know what I'm saying, that went in during that time. They would have been out by then. Ace ain't want to take that time. They went back in, they fought the case. Matter of fact, at that time too, Twin had came through. Twin is his brother. So you got both twins in the block with me, Paulie, Iron Mike, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of people. I could name them all day, right? And then they come back with that 112 years. They blew trial. That shit was crazy. Remember, Ace came back in. He had like a smile on his face, like, we ain't win. You know what I mean? Straight up. And then when they went back for their sentencing, the thumbnail that I used on this, that was the day of their sentencing. They said that Rondu went crazy. He was talking crazy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The footage is up there. They'll type it up. You know what I'm saying? So, also too, Ace was known to rob. Ace and Rondu was robbing Fat Cat, man. A lot of people get mad because I tell them that. That's a fact. They had their hands so far in Fat Cat pockets that niggas thought that Rondu and Ace was from Queens. They hate when I say that, but I'm telling you that Rondu and Ace especially it was Rondu. Rondu hated that nigga. Hated him. You know what I'm saying? Willie Bossett and Woodburn, they made a special call for him, I believe, because of him. They made the box with everything in it. Because I know his special sells everything in it. That's crazy. Woodburn is a medium too. That's crazy. Woodburn is one of those spots that you want to go to. Hit the like button if you ain't hit it already. If anybody up in here, I just seen a comment popped up. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you what type of dude Ace is, right? At first, when I met Ace, I thought he was a booty bandit. Because I was young, you know what I'm saying? I was actually talking to these niggas like they was regular motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be in my cell, because my cell, when I was in 4 block, the first cell I had was at the end of on the first company. And at the end of the first company, you got a staircase that separates the second company. In front of my motherfucking cell, there used to be a pull-up bar. And Ace, before he go to chow, he used to jump up on the joint and do a bunch of pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? So when they used to go to chow, I didn't want niggas to know that I couldn't really pull myself up. So I used to wait for niggas to go to chow before I do it. Ace called me one day, was like, started laughing at me, and I screamed on him, said some disrespectful shit or whatever. He just laughed at me again. I didn't know who the fuck he was, you know what I mean? Because at that time, I didn't really know, you talking about 94, you know what I'm saying? 94, I was fucking 19 years old. Some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know, I heard about the case and all that, but I wasn't in the mix like that. That was before my time. What year was I there? I thought 94, 95 at HDM. You know what I'm saying? So I was in 2 block first, and then I went to I was in 2 block and 4 block in population. All right, so Ace was that dude jumping on the pull-up bar every day, working out. He used to be doing this joint like this. You know what I'm saying? Man, dude was like that too, because man, dude used to do a lot of exercise up in that joint too. You know what I mean? And dudes used to have jokes and shit saying that Ace is a booty bandit or whatever. You know, people say shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no booty bandit to me. You feel me? Working out all day, you know what I mean? Like just you could tell he been bidding forever. He was like Ace is, if anybody you could say that was made for jail was that motherfucker right there, because the way he moved. He taught me everything, how to move, how to see shit before it happened and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they was extorting and robbing everything. Anyway, let me get off of that Ace and Rondu shit. I just wanted to tell you some of the things that I did since I've been home, because that's what brother was asking me, right? And since I've been home, some of the jobs and some of the things that I did, I ain't never think that I was when I first got home, to keep it 100, I didn't know how I was going to be able to take care of myself and do none of that shit. I didn't know how to get a job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to pay bills. I didn't know how to talk to women. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I know how to talk to girls. I didn't know a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? So I started out at this program called CEO, right? So CEO, you go up in there and you working for $30 a fucking day. Them niggas sending you to a hospital, they sending you to a college campus, they got you painting, they got you on the highways, they got you doing all type of shit for $30 a day. So that was my first introduction. Even though the job itself didn't do really nothing for me, but just made me want more money. The job training while I was there was the shit that stuck out to me. It was like little tricks and tips on what to do and what not to do if you're sitting in front of an interviewee or whatever. If you want to get a job, you know, there was certain things that I just didn't understand, that it kind of refined me and put me in a space to get that job. You know what I'm saying? At first, when I came home, I just figured because I got the felony, fuck it, they ain't gonna hire me. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that sometimes the felony don't even matter. It's how well you fit the position. Somebody else might be overqualified for the situation. They'll pull up, you know what I mean? And they be like, nah, I ain't fucking with them. Just think about if it was you. If you was hiring somebody to a job, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be here with them 40 hours a week or more. You know what I mean? You don't want to be around somebody that's qualified, but they lame and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you might go with the dude that seemed like he's able to be molded. So that's what I did, put myself in a position to be molded. You know what I mean? Any job that I went to that I felt like I wasn't going, even a little bit, I felt like I was going to get it. I put myself in a mental space to say, yo, I'm going to get this just because I fit the picture. You know what I'm saying? So being a CEO, that opened up the doors for me to be able to maintain and get myself in a position to really work. You know what I'm saying? But my first official job was being a cook. Hit the like button. Being a cook. Bobby Valentine, the old manager of the Mets. My baby mom's she used to work at this candle shop. She knew this cat that was at the candle shop that worked, you know what I'm saying, at a restaurant, the Ramada in Queens, across from Shea Stadium. So Bobby Valentine, the old manager of the Mets. I go up in there, boom. You know what I'm saying? I meet the executive chef. I meet the manager. His name's Chris. He like, yo, what could you do? As soon as I came in, that's the first thing he asked me. Let me see you cut an onion. That ass. Let me see you cut an onion. How do you want to cut? Slice it. All right, boom. Let me see you dice it. Fortunately for me, my knife game is crazy. You know what I mean? So I know how to put it down. And I also know like the structure of how I know certain techniques and what they want to see on how you hold the shit, you know what I mean? Whatever you cutting down, you know what I mean? How you use the knife, if you're putting something under your board to make sure it don't slip, stuff like that. I used to visit my boy there, never been to that spot. CEO hooks dudes up. Hooks dudes up. Yeah, it do hook you up, but you gotta be willing. You gotta dead ass be willing. I seen mad knuckleheads come through CEO and play themselves, you know what I'm saying? But I got cool with the job trainers, man. And to this day, some of them cats are still my peoples. It's like 3 of them in particular, you know what I'm saying? But they don't work as CEO no more, they doing their own thing. But I start working, basically he hired me. I come in, I'm doing prep shit. I'm down in the basement just cutting onions all day. You know what I'm saying? Potatoes, making chicken fingers, you know what I mean? Tacos, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Making taco bowls, taking regular tacos, submerging them joints in the because they used to make this Cobb salad with a taco shell, whatever. Take that shit, submerge in the oil, boom. It comes out like a bowl. Fix a salad, filet mignons, whatever, everything that gotta get chopped up and prepped. I was the dude for that. You know what I'm saying? And then I left that job. I quit that fucking job and start doing my own thing for a little while, rapping, just trying to figure. You know what I mean? Like you do that much time, man. You don't really. You can have all the plans in the world, and your plans might be general. You know what I'm saying? But to make them specific, it take a little bit of time. You ain't getting no money. You don't know how to do shit. You don't know how to take care of no bills. You ain't got no place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Most of these niggas come home and they get caught up under a female, start using her. You know what I'm saying? And end up talking about they pimping and end up getting pimped. Hit that like button, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for a little while, shooting videos and trying to rap. And then one day, one of the cats that seen me doing my videos in Harlem or whatever, he hooked me up with a job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know what I had to do or whatever. I was just willing to go up in that joint. Went up in there. It happened to be the newlywed game. You know, I'm telling y'all some stuff that y'all already know, but a lot of cats that's just getting familiar with my channel don't know a lot of this stuff, so I'm putting them on. So start working at the newlywed game. I get there, I'm around a bunch of young white boys. Like, what the fuck this nigga done put me in? I'm just sitting there looking like a whole ex-crook. Mad muscles, you know what I'm saying? Defensive for no reason. Just trying to figure out what's going on. He told me go up in there and, holler at this lady named Denny Grapp. Right, so I'm asking people who's Denny, and nobody don't know who's Denny. Somebody tell me just sit down, just sitting down, relax, and then I finally meet Denny. You know what I mean? She asked me what's up. She's like, my boy name is Callie. She's like, I'm gonna call you Callie too. I'm like, now you can call me Mac Mean or Johnny. You know what I'm saying? First thing, boom, here, take this, bring it up take these tapes and bring it to this production house. They got to do some rendering or whatever. I don't know what the hell she talking about. All right, just give me the address. I'm going to get up there. All right. I just leave out. They hit me on the walkie like, you forgot your transportation. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm about to take the train. And now we got a card. You just swipe it. You know what I mean? Get in the cab or whatever. And then come back and report back. I went up in there, felt mad important, helped them out all day. You know what I'm saying? And then that led me to to getting there. Again, they like my work ethic. You know what I mean? They called me back for the next season. The next thing you know, my boy Callie's like, yo, you getting a good reporter over there. How about I got this job at MTV, come pull up, you know what I'm saying? Go to MTV, shoot the BET, then I just started working. I started getting more and more gigs. The funny thing about television, you know what I'm saying, especially like reality TV, is that the jobs is predicated, they don't put out ads for these jobs. If you don't know somebody, you ain't getting plugged in. You know what I mean? Like basically, you know somebody, they plug you in, and they just keep on plugging you in. They ask you what your availability is, and that's it. You know what I mean? Then Prince from Supreme Team slice up Rondu at Rikers or some prison. I forgot. Never. That didn't happen. Rondu got into something with Jimmy Lee up north, I think in Clinton. But that right there, I never heard of that. I know who Prince is. Never met him, but I know who he is though. You know what I'm saying? So, but the most fun job, I ain't gonna lie, the most fun job I had though in TV, all them shits was fun. The best jobs is when you travel. I think so. Tony Braxton, the Braxton's Family Values, probably the best show I worked on. I also worked on Tamar and Vince, but they shut us down in New York. You know what I mean? We stayed up for like 3 weeks. They shut us down. She wasn't getting along with her sisters and shit. I used to travel with them and all that, man. Word up. The sisters is crazy funny. Been to the concerts, all type of shit, right? But that was the funnest. That was the most fun job because when you travel, you get a per diem rate, and per diem rate is okay. Like if I'm on the set as a grip, and I'm making $350 a day, right? The per diem rate will be like $200 or $250 a day. So on top of the $350 you get on your check, most companies will give you the days that you're going to work out of town. Let's say if you're going to work 10 days at $250, they'll give you $2,500 in a check that same day. So needless to say, that first day on set, everybody drunk, dude, whatever bars at the hotel, we all just meeting up in there. You know what I'm saying? I've been mad different places with production companies, but that going to like Atlantic City and then Philly with the Braxton's Family Values was the most fun. You know what I'm saying? Being with the sisters and shit. I worked on productions for Barbra Streisand, her concerts. This bitch travels with like 40 fucking, tractor trailers. Regular. Hit that like button, man. Y'all ain't fucking with me? What's up? I know it's easy to watch, man. I know it's 3:30. We tired and shit, you know what I'm saying? So Braxton Family Values was popping. I worked on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Cedric the Entertainer. Worked on Cake Boss. I went from being a PA on that shit to doing like set dressing to doing electric and mostly electric and grip. My boy Lionel put me on to that shit. I worked on a show with Senator John McCain's daughter, Megan McCain. It was called Raising McCain, or Raising McCain, or whatever they changed the names to. But they constantly change names of these shows after you do the production. Just like the show I did on the OWN network with the Duchess of York. You know what I'm saying? Sarah Ferguson. She had an episode when she was talking with Dr. Phil. I worked on that episode with a dope ass chick, met her kids and everything, you know what I'm saying? So Sarah Ferguson worked on that show, worked on 30 Years BT. So we did it like a few day interview with Jay-Z, a few day interview with Jennifer Hudson, Chico DeBarge, the people that made The Lion King. I think I said Jay-Z. Who else was on that show? I forgot. I worked on the longest show I ever worked on was Clean House. That's like the Hoarders show. You know what I'm saying? I worked on HG Network, Home and Garden Network too on a few shows. But the Clean House show was the longest show I ever worked in. The most ratchet too. The motherfuckers give you a hard time paying you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to run out to the office and choke one of these motherfucking production managers up. You know what I'm saying? Or line producers trying to get your bread because they ratchet as fuck. And they big time cokeheads. That's how they stay up all day. I can tell y'all how I found that shit out. How they stay up. I'm working out and shit, eating good and all that. I'm busting 12-hour days, and these motherfuckers are still. I get back to the hotel, I'm ready to go sleep. These motherfuckers like, come on, bro. I'm coming out, we going to the Mexican spot. No, nigga. Just did like 14 hours, you know what I'm saying? 12 an hour traveling back to that. No, man, no. Cokeheads. And Molly heads too. Word up. So that was the longest show I did. When I left that show, I went to work on a premiere, a movie. Matter of fact, I worked on a Geico commercial, and then I worked on a movie premiere. I forgot the name of that movie. It's a popular, like it's a gangster Italian movie. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. Son of No. I think it was called Son of No Man, Son of No One. Forgot the name of the show. Boy Cali put me on that shit too. That's the first time I ever seen special effects get done. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real. So what other show I worked on? Oh, Jersey Housewives. And I fixed one of they houses up for Clean House too. Jersey Housewives. Worked on a bunch of shows, man. It was a good look. I got lucky. They're gonna be mad as a motherfucker that I'm talking about after they want to hear about Rondu and Ace and what they did and shit. You know what I'm saying? What Rondu and Ace did, man, was kill 3 people and shot another 3 people, and they survived, and motherfuckers hate them. They hate them because there was females in the crib, you know what I'm saying? They hate them because they was kicking in doors of old people. They hate them because they robbed Fat Cat and was extorting Fat Cat. That's why they hate Rondu And Ace, you know what I'm saying? But however, they people feel might be completely different. And like I said, there's three sides to every story. You know, at the end of the day, at that time, and the shit that niggas was doing out on the street, you can't really like judge what was going on during that time. It was what it was at that time. It's like going back to the Wild West and getting mad at those motherfuckers for taking 10 paces and turn around shooting each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that died, you know what I mean? Like family understood that motherfucker made a choice. You know what I mean? And I'm not being heartless in any kind of way. Don't think that I'm justifying none of that shit. I'm just saying that us people that wasn't in that time, it's hard to judge that shit. It is what it is. Let it be. Straight up. I ain't staying on this long. I'm about to get up off of this. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. Go live real quick. Any questions, leave it in the comments type shit. You know what I'm saying? For the people that will watch this, for the people that pulled up, salute to all y'all.